street today and you met yourself as a 12-year-old, what would you say to your 12-year-old self?
I would say uh, everything that you're going to do is correct. And even though it looks like the most stupid, insane move to make, every one of those insane moves that you made in your life turned out to bring such incredible wealth of knowledge and relationships into your life that you should never be afraid to do it. Nature loves courage and removes boundaries. Anything, do more things. If anything, say yes more than you're saying it. And so what I've done in my life is I pretty much every time an opportunity is presented it to me, as crazy as it is, I always said yes. And and so people say, well, Jay, you've lived such a crazy life. You lived in 15 different cities, and all you do is travel, and your life to the outside world looks kind of unstable. And I reply, oh no, I'm one of the most stable people you'll meet. Just because I move a lot, just because I will take different jobs all the time, just because I will try something crazy and different, spend all my money to make a movie, or sell a house that I own to make a production company instead of investing it in something. All of those things turned out to be the best moves I ever made, and you don't really do anything wrong. I don't think, not really.
Yeah, well, that's Duchamp said there's no problem. There's no solution because there's no problem.
Exactly.
Isn't that so?
So,
Yeah, you nailed that one good. I thought when you were going to say at the beginning everything, I thought you were going to say what fireside theaters. Everything you know is wrong.
that's my philosophy.
Yeah.
That is my philosophy. Everything you know, and even the things you think you know now, are probably wrong.
Yeah. Please tell me something good you never had and you never want.
Something that I never, that I never, um, to have been wildly successful at a young age.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that didn't happen. I was on the ramp to becoming a very successful screenwriter, and I pulled out when I realized how awful Hollywood really was, and that I really didn't want to participate in the things that they participated in. And so I stopped that road, and everyone thought I was crazy. But if I had been successful at a young age, if I had made $1 million by the time I was 28 or 29, which I could have done, I think I probably would have ended up a drug addict or a sex addict or something. So I'm really grateful that I got through my first 40 years without getting killed because of the crazy things I was doing. And I'm really glad that success waited until later in life, so that the works of art that I am producing now that have my name on them are mature works of art and not immature works of art, which they would have been if I had been successful at a young age.
Jay, which way should toilet paper come off the roll, over or under?
It has to come off over because that's the way that movies reels have the film come off of.
Good. That you gave me the reason too. I've never had that reason. A lot of people, or one person said,
that it came to me. I was 6 years old. I was sitting on the toilet, and I started pulling the toilet paper out, and I realized to myself that that each one of those frames of toilet paper was a movie frame, and that there was a similarity between toilet rolls and movie reels. And to this day, I cannot explain to you how I, as a 6-year-old growing up in a very poor family, could have possibly understood the mechanics of film projection, but I did.
that's great. That's Africans use shit to make art, so it's all connected. Worship at the porcelain altar.
Absolutely. The reason that the lotus is considered sacred to the Hindus is because the best lotus grows in shit. And so out of shit grows the most beautiful flower.
Good. Okay, we got so many more. We should go another 90 minutes sometime. We're rolling down maybe till about 10 minutes left. And again, thank you, Jay. Will here has a question for you.
Okay.
Hey Jay, so I was wondering, are you familiar with RNA drops by any chance? Have you heard of these?
RNA drops?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, or ion?
Ion? Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
heard?
I've heard of ion.
And Bob Dobbs. Have you heard of Bob Dobbs?
What is it?
He's a Bob Dobbs.
I have.
He's a philosopher. He follows McLuhan. He touches on a lot of similar subjects like Mae Brussel and all these other folks. But you aren't familiar.
No, but I will be now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well I'll email you about it. That takes care of that question. The Red Lion Alchemy.
Yeah.
Could you go into that at all?
Well, actually, if you want to, there's a great novel called The Red Lion, and I think it's a German novel translated to English, which goes into, it's about a guy who, the novel is about a guy who is staying with an alchemist, and he steals his Red Lion formula and takes it, and then every time he dies and is reborn, he remembers everything about his other life. And this is a lower form of alchemy. It's a Taoist. Originally, all alchemy is Taoist. And so the Taoists were, of course, killed by the Emperor of China who wanted to steal their alchemy formulas. And so it's a form of alchemy is a condensation of qi. It's how can you condense qi and then take it. And qi is life force. Or could you handle that? Thanks. Qi is a life force, and so what the Taoists did was they found a way to condense life force into a crystal, and then eating it, and then your whole body would now have the life force of say 80 or 90 people. And we do this alchemy every day when we make like our green drinks or whatever, where you're condensing a lot of qi into a very small area. And so, that's what alchemy is. And depending on how much, I've got a cat playing with the camera wire, so check the Okay. I'm back. There I am.
Upside down.
I didn't know the camera could do that one.